A father's journey, Alabama veteran discovers. Vietnamese son through DNA test. For decades, Vietnam War veteran Bob Nore reflected on his time overseas with a sense of regret, believing those years had amounted to little more than pain and loss. But everything changed this year with a single, life-altering message. The North Dakota native, now a longtime resident of Huntsville, Alabama, received an unexpected notification from Ancestry.com, one that would rewrite the story of his life. Through a DNA analysis he took at the urging of his wife, Bob learned he had unknowingly fathered a son during a brief relationship with a young Vietnamese woman in Saigon nearly 5 decades ago. That son, now 45-year-old musician Sun Vo living in Los Angeles, had been searching for his father for years. When Ancestry.com reported a very high probability of a father-son relationship, both men were stunned. Though Bob's memories of Sun's late mother are faint, the timing of Sun's birth, just 6 months after Bob left Vietnam, confirmed what his heart already knew. Still, Bob hesitated, uncertain whether his son would want a relationship. He chose to wait and let Sun make the first move. 2 weeks later, Sun reached out. That single message sparked a new chapter for both men and shifted Bob's entire outlook on his past. Finding roots and family. What once seemed like a simple curiosity, tracing his ancestry, turned into a revelation. Bob's interest in genealogy, fueled by an $89 DNA kit and his wife Debbie's encouragement, started as a project to learn more about his heritage. He expected to find British, Irish, and Scandinavian roots. He didn't expect to find a son. Across the country, Sun had nearly given up his search. He had grown up in the U.S. after being evacuated from Vietnam in 1975, just months before the fall of Saigon. His mother passed away when he was only 8. He was raised in foster care, always wondering where he came from, always wondering who his father was. "I had just stopped looking," Sun said, "and then, just like that, I find him. It felt like winning the lottery. It felt like a miracle." A family reunion on the 4th of July. In July, Bob flew Sun and his wife Julie to Alabama for an unforgettable reunion. The 4th of July weekend, a celebration of family and freedom, took on a deeper meaning as father and son met in person for the first time. It was emotional, it was surreal, and it was beautiful. They discovered they shared more than just DNA, a dry sense of humor, a love of music, and an open heart. Bob's children and stepchildren embraced Sun instantly. Mandy Nore Cloud, Bob's daughter, said it was an emotional whirlwind at first. "I was a little sad thinking about how much time we missed," she said. "But when we met, it was like we'd known him forever. We just clicked. It's amazing and heartbreaking to think how close we came to never knowing him." Audrey Nore, another of Bob's daughters, agreed. "It's hard to put into words what it means to suddenly have another brother," she said. "If it weren't for this technology, we never would have found each other." Looking ahead with gratitude. Now Bob and Debbie are planning a trip to Los Angeles for Thanksgiving. The holiday, centered around family and gratitude, will mark another step in this growing relationship. Bob is excited to learn more about his son and even perform music with him on stage. "This year," Bob said with a smile, "I've got a lot to be thankful for. I found another piece of my heart." For Sun, the feeling is mutual. "I've spent my whole life wondering," he said. "Wondering who my father was, if he was out there, if he ever thought of me. And now I know." And he responded, "That's everything.